And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Hi, everybody. This is Brian Anderson. And with me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Houston. Brooks and Smith make up the two forwards. Fred VanVleet out there with Thompson. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Atlanta, Young runs point with Bogdanovich at the 2. Clint Capella out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Johnson in at small forward. Pretty interesting backcourt matchup here, Grant, with a lot of star power at the guard positions on both sides.
And you know, traditionally, BA, when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
Now here's Young. With the floater, it's good.
It's like Trae Young has the ball on a string out there. Outrageous move.
Young against VanVleet, down low. Outside for Brooks. Pass to VanVleet, launches a 3. Atlanta with a rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. Johnson on the wing. Back to Bogdanovich. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And here's Thompson. Here's Smith. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Hawks ahead. They lead by 2. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So on the floor for Houston, Jalen Green is out there with Thompson. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then there's Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Green.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
That's right. Coming to the floor for your Hawks, Buffkin.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. Here's Buffkin. And a two-handed jam!
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Whitmore. Yep, that one goes.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Buffkin. Shot clock at 5. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Okongwu's got his first bucket in this one.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Hawks on top, up 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Clint, an outstanding first half for this team at the defensive end of the floor. What was the key?
Just be consistent. Defensive rebounding was one of our keys tonight, and it's just the start. So we're going to try to stay locked in on it. We know this is our key in our transition to make it stop here and run. So we're just going to keep going.
Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They led by 2 after the first. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
I have to applaud their offensive consistency. They're not wasting possessions or taking bad shots. That's a testament to their patience, their discipline. They're focusing on playing intelligent basketball.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
It's time to wake up. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared, and it shows in the efficiency numbers. Terrible field goal percentage. They could be way ahead in this game if they were taking better shots.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. Trailing by 4. Young runs point with Bogdanovich at the 2. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Johnson in at the 3. So that's the Hawks 5.
What you like about Capella as a shot blocker is the patience. He waits until the shooter commits.
Young, the pass to Bogdanovich. To the paint. Here's Capella. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. 23 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Thompson.
And look at Smith making the heads-up play. Rolling into open position right on cue.
Young looking around. Takes a 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. The third quarter comes to a close. The Hawks on top, leading by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So it's Atlanta now. 4-point game. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Van Vliet and Green man the backcourt. Alperon Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's Landale in at the 5 down low.
Eason, his first, team's first. At the line for your Hawks, Jalen Johnson. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And it's Houston's ball. Okongwu with the rebound. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
And that's an intentional foul.
Team second. At the line for your Hawks, Bogdanovich.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
What impresses me is the efficiency of Bogey's game. He worked so hard to develop that consistency.
Whitmore's checked in for Eason. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Here's Van Vliet. Rebound Atlanta.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bogdanovich, no good. Van Vliet against Young. From deep three-point range. And another miss by Houston.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And so it's Atlanta with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Trey, this is a young team. Talk about the chemistry and the connection and how you play together.
You're around us outside of the locker room. You can tell why we support each other so well.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that.